with a two-a-day. I liked our approach of this football team. I thought we grew up a little bit. I thought we matured a little bit. It started with our approach this morning with a lot of special teams work and just overall fundamental improvement. And then tonight, anytime you get an opportunity to scrimmage in Neyland Stadium, 102-455 is very special. I liked our approach. I liked our mindset. We're slowly learning how to practice as a football team, but still a lot of mistakes, penalties, turning the football over, too many missed tackles, but I like the way we competed. And it's going to be a great evaluation tool for us as coaches. We'll go back now, we'll study the film, we'll see who's game ready, we'll see who can execute and make plays in our systems. And the great thing was our coaches were off the field, so they had to think for themselves and they had to play football. And we'll know a little bit more in the next couple days who's game ready and what individuals really need to step up, and just overall knowledge of our schemes. And the big thing for us is our overall effort. Effort can make you right when you're wrong, and our younger players are really struggling with that right now. They have so much going on with deciphering the signals and the calls and getting lined up and playing with their technique, executing their assignment, and then playing with effort. And as we know, effort, 63 effort, is the cornerstone of our football program. So our freshman class is very, very behind in that. This will be a great tool to go in and watch their effort. But please, just overall as a football team, of our mentality. But when we talk about, we can't control how young we are, but what we can control is how we execute and how we take care of the football and how we play with effort. Those are the things that we can control. We also sprinkled in live special teams to be able to see which individuals will have a role, and the clock is ticking. And we need everyone to have a role, and we need as many people to play to help us on special teams. And even if it's 5 snaps a game, that's a valuable role to help this football team win.
Did you see improvement in the quarterback play?
I did. I saw a marked improvement in the quarterback game. I still need more control or command of the line of scrimmage, but I saw them manage the offense. We made some routine throws, and that's the big thing, is just consistency in performance, overall consistency. Manage the offense, make the routine plays, and then keep plays alive. And I thought all 3 quarterbacks made some strides tonight.
Butch, you're always looking for more splash plays. Did you get any of those tonight?
Not as many as we'd like. And on one side, you're excited about it because the defense didn't give them up, but we need more big plays. And what our young players are finding is you're creating habits. And you're creating habits in your practice habits. And those go to the game field. And even though they're highly recruited individuals, what you did in high school doesn't make any difference at this level. And it's all about how you practice it. You play the way you practice. And we have some individuals right now that are figuring that out. And it stems in practice. So when you come to the game field and it's scrimmage or it's a game, you rely on your habits that form in practice.
But you always talk about the line of scrimmage. Who do you feel kind of did better there?
Well, I think it was give and take. I thought both sides of the ball had their moments. We did some coming out situations, and great illustration. The offense, we start on the 1-yard line. The offense drives the ball. They get down to the 2-yard line, and we turn the football over. And it's a great illustration for our defense. Just give me a place to stand. Just keep playing, keep scratching, keep clawing. And on the other hand, we have to finish the deal. You need to reward your hard work. It was a 13-play drive, and we put the ball on the ground on play 14. You can't do that and expect to win football games.
Who was the quarterback on that drive, Rich?
The quarterback on that drive, I believe, was Nate Peterman.
Was it 2s, 1s? What?
We went 1s on 1s and 2s on 2s, and it was our second group.
Do you see depth building on the defensive line?
Slowly. Not anywhere where we need to be, just because our younger players still haven't mastered our style of play. And the other thing about scrimmaging tonight is football endurance. We still have to work our football conditioning, especially in the defensive front, of what it takes. And with the up-tempo offenses, it's a great challenge because of the substitution game. So our defensive line has to be ready to play 8, 9, 10, 12 plays in a row without a break. The days of substituting freely in the defensive front, they're over with because of the up-tempo offenses now.
Coach, for so many of those defensive linemen, first time in this setting, those freshman guys, Michael, Dwayne, Barnett, anybody show out tonight, that young bunch?
Well, Derek Barnett is an individual who continues to show up, and he's worked himself into a role in this football team. Now I'll go back and I'll see exactly where he's at because he had to play in some extended drives. That was the other thing that was productive for tonight, is the extended drives. the 8, the 9, the 10 play drive. So we'll see a little bit more where we're at. But of all the young individuals right now in the defensive front, Derek Barnett is the one who's really standing out right now.
Were those extended drives because your offensive line was generating a consistent push, or what?
It was a combination. It was some big third down plays on offense, which we got to get off the field on defense. It was some big runs. I think Jalen Hurd continues to get better and better and better. So we did some good things. And we've really stressed the importance of negative yardage football plays. You can't have them on offense, but again, on defense, you have to generate them. Some great teaching moments. 1 minute drill, we give up a sack on the first play of 1 minute drill. That's catastrophic. You can't allow those things to happen and expect to win football games. So again, every play, every snap is a teaching moment.
How much is the competition in the backfield pushing all of those guys?
Well, it's pushing them, and we'll have Darrell Scott back full go on Monday. So again, that just adds another element to the competition at the running back position.
You mentioned the fumble near the goal line. Was there much more in the way of turnovers?
No. We had one interception, which was a great play in the back end on a tip football, and one turnover when we ran the football. And on offense, you can't turn the football over, period. And then defensively, it's all about ball disruptions. We're still not having enough ball disruptions, or really what we call starting a lawnmower, trying to pry the fingertips off. We have to do a much better job next week of continuing to coach that and demand that out of our defense.
We talk about the defensive secondary and the youth, the growing pains. Assess some of those young guys in the secondary tonight.
Well, we've really been set back. Todd Kelly did not scrimmage tonight, and that was a setback for him because they're putting their identity on video. Cortez McDowell did not scrimmage tonight. So, again, next week for those two individuals in particular, they're going to have to really step up and have a great week of practice. Brian Randolph continues to perform well. It's great to have him back there. Devon Swafford did some good things, but again, it's too early to really comment. I'll have to watch the video and then be able to know more after I watch it.
Butch, are you pleased with what you're getting out of that tight end unit now? It's deeper and a little bit more diverse.
Well, again, they continue to develop, and they're still youngsters. Ethan Wolf is an individual right now that's performing at a high level. He continues to get better and better. Brendan Downs has done a good job of coming back. Daniel Helm continues to push, and Alex Ellis has done some good things out of that. A.J. Brunisell is another individual who didn't participate tonight. And so, again, we have competition there, and that's very healthy, as you know.
Generally, what's the lead? Justin Coleman from the nickel spot.
I do. Justin's been one of those individuals who has really performed consistently. And I'll know more again. It's hard to tell from the field level when you try to manage everything. But the one thing I have liked about Justin has been his overall consistency that he's shown day in and day out.
Generally, what's been the biggest area where you've seen improvement since the start of the week, since you were so disappointed with that?
I just think the overall approach of our football team. That's the big thing. We're still not in total football condition. We ran 90 some odd plays tonight, both ones and twos, and we have to be able to fight through some adversity, and you find out who can make conditioning a factor, who's mentally tough, who can play the extended play drives. And those are all things, the body language, those are all things that I'm really excited and interested to watch. And I can assure you this, all that will be corrected and critiqued come tomorrow in all of our meetings.
Coach, did you guys hold back AJ at all, and if so, how did the other guys do?
We held back AJ because it was an opportunity for some of the young linebackers to get out there, and particularly without the coaches on the field. We wanted to see, can they execute our defense? Can they get the signals? Can they get the front lined up? Communication. Great secondary play is tied to a string and back also, but it's also stems with the linebacker being the quarterback back there. So we wanted to see our linebackers be able to see what they could handle in some game settings, some game live repetitions. Been really, really pleased with Dylan Bates. Dylan Bates is another one of those individuals who continues to get better and better.